Hello everyone, welcome back to Drawn by Annie channel, where I'm showing you creation of my art and also yapping about different topics. Grab your drinks and let's get started. So today I'm gonna work on something completely different than I usually do. Even though it's connected to my personal art project Lyria World, I'm going to show you how I worked on a very first comic with my characters from Lyria World. I have created some manga panels before, and also I've been drawing comics since school times. So me and my friends, we were having fun drawing random comics with our characters and also some characters from Shaman King anime, and that's how I actually got into drawing anime in the first place. Back then it looked completely different, and if I were to show you something like this right now, I would be quite embarrassed because our comics were very silly. But I want to use this experience and those warm memories from childhood to put them into something completely new and hopefully better quality and entertainment level. So I guess sometimes I'm going to work on some random 4-paneled comics with my characters to kind of share some moments from everyday life of my characters. And it's always fun to see characters interact with each other, and the only way I can actually showcase is to draw manga or comics with them. I don't think I have ever talked about creating manga on this channel because usually I make the 2D artworks with the characters in some portrait style or static poses, and also sometimes character designing, so I can dive into a little more deeper into my thinking process of how I'm creating this thing here. So basically I have the idea of the interaction and I'm sketching out 2 main figures of this short plot, which are Agatha and Gracilis. Agatha is my NPC character and Gracilis is actually my husband's PC character, so it's a player character, or how I call them in Lyria, player concerto. Lyria World is all music inspired, and it has a lot of words that coming from Latin language inspiration, but also a lot of stuff is called inspired off of music terms. But since music terms are usually made in Italian, and Italian is a Latin group language, hence this connection. So anyway, the interaction is very simple. It's one of the very first interactions with this specific NPC when the group of party members have arrived in Alchemist Guild to request some extra potions to their very first quest. And Agatha was actually supposed to be just a small minor NPC to guide them to the main NPC in this building, but she appeared to be so funny and appealing, so she stuck around party for longer than I expected. And to be honest, she actually became one of the key figures in the main quest for them. Oh, the funny irony. Yeah. Anyway, this first interaction, Gracilis actually came to try and persuade her to give more free potions. So I decided I would showcase it from her perspective, and she saw him as this shiny, gracious, fabulous man coming from the most charismatic race of all, approaching her with the simplest request, and she, being an anxious bubble of emotions, wanted to be as perfect as possible, and also being a little bit disorganized at that point of time. All this persuasion and charisma vibes with 200-watt smile from Gracilis made her panic on spot and try to look for the correct blanks to fill in for the party so they will not get into trouble for stealing potions. So the first panel, she's like recalling the request from Gracilis. The second panel is she is panic searching those blanks, and the third panel, Gracilis continuing to persuade her by asking her to drop the potions into the tavern that they are usually drinking at, which is another extra request that wasn't supposed to be there, but players are going to use any opportunity to use the NPCs when they can. So I kind of wanted to showcase with this short comic how Agatha is overly responsible for things, and Gracilis on the other hand is like complete opposite. He's like, yeah, you mean you can do that, bye-bye. And the game mechanics are this way, so if you have a low charisma, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are ugly or you don't know any good manners. It just means that you are easily influenced by charismatic characters. So this is a very good example of how charisma check worked really well well versus Agatha. So she was ready and willing to do whatever Gracilis was asking her to. So when drawing interactions between the characters, I like to use manga techniques because anime has this magical ability to show all of the emotions by exaggerating certain facial expressions. Sorry if I'm not explaining too well. I'm not good at this at all, but I'm gonna try to get to the point as best as I can in my abilities. So when I'm drawing a character design or just an artwork or a portrait, I'm trying to capture all the details and all the facial features in a very detailed manner. So my aim is to make every line look perfect and colors on spot. But in comics and manga, you cannot really do that in this level of detailing. So you want to capture your characters in the simplest way possible, just to save yourself tons of time while rendering the whole thing. Because if every panel is going to take as much time as the whole full-ass artwork, it's just gonna take you so long you will never be able to finish it really. So even though I have a very detailed character design for both Agatha and Gracilis, I'm trying to draw a simplified version of those characters while making a comics with them. So there are two levels of detail importance. The ones that are very important and you cannot leave them out, and the other type is the ones that are giving this character and artwork more spiciness and flavor, but they are not absolutely necessary to, define the character. So the second type of details are usually the ones that are being removed out of manga comics production. But you can always do the full artwork with all the details onto the cover or the beginning of the chapter. At least that's what I've seen other mangakas and comic artists do. And honestly, I think that's a very good idea because you get to draw the full rendered artwork as well as the comic and the plot and everything. So yeah, if you're aiming to draw some manga or comics with your characters, I suggest you make your characters a detailed design and be very aware which type of details you are giving to determine which details for your design are the most necessary ones and the ones that are just there for the flavor. And even though I'm just drawing 4 panels, it took me a whole hour to do this one very page. So imagine if I went full on making a manga chapter, it would take me hours to draw. And this is already simplified design here. So if I were to draw the full designs on these 4 panels, I bet it would take me maybe 4 or 5 hours to finish this one page. When line art is finished, I see clearly that the readability of this comic is a little bit hard. So I decided I would color it really quickly with a couple of markers, but make it in a grayscale just to give the background away, and this will instantly make the readability much better because the character silhouette is pretty readable on its own. And when that was done, I thought that it looks pretty much done. So let me know down in the comments what you think. Honestly, I really like how it turned out. This is one of the first times that I'm drawing Lyria characters in a comic interaction, and I really enjoyed doing it. Should I do a character introduction pages, maybe showcasing their full design and simplified design? I don't know, time will show. But for now, I'm done. I hope you enjoyed this video and my yapping was useful for you. Wishing you a fantastic day ahead, a happy, wealthy and healthy life, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye!